Hi, welcome to Kissy's Tarot Readings. Today is the 25th. Yep, August 25th, 2018. So let's try to get a good energy read for this day. Today's energy will be all about what? Source? What should we be looking for? What is important to look for? Energy reading for today. We're going to be using a variety of decks just to get a nice little overall. Okay. Overall energy for the day. The Queen of Wands. So here we have the Queen of Wands. Queen of Wands is a leader. She moves mountains. She desires success in work. Social life, authority. She's an authority figure possibly. She's ambitious, ego-driven, needs admiration, and she is Leo energy. What does this say? Yeah, that's my attention. Okay, so yeah, that's the energy for the day. This is probably the person the reading is for. Someone who embodies these qualities. Okay, she's definitely a queen. See. Okay, so what path should this queen expect to take today? Will she be taking a happy path? She looks in a pretty positive position, and whatever path she's going to take, she's going to be looking straight at that path. So it's going to be a dead-on path, straight ahead, no stops. What is the path? Stuck in the mud. Maybe she isn't in a good position. Maybe she's stuck where she is at this point and she can't move in any other position. Okay? She's stuck in the mud. Let's see what we can learn about this. Stuck in the mud attitude. You're being invited to stop and savor the wonder of your life. Becoming stuck is sometimes the only way to trick yourself into slowing down and looking around you. In fact, this is a sign that you need to shift your focus away from what you're doing and place your attention elsewhere. So that card that comes next will be where you need to place your attention. Okay? Struggling will only get you into even muddier places. Now's not the time to move forward, but to observe. And she's looking right at the situation she's in. Okay? Clarity about your circumstances will come a little later. Stop and find the joy in what you've been overlooking. Soon, you'll be out of the mud. But for now, be still and know that Spirit has a plan for you. So, the plan for today is to stay where you are. Don't make any movements. Just look around. See what you have. See what you have in friends. See what you have in family. See what is already in your hands. Okay? But close that window. Loud today. Right. So, this is what Source wants you to concentrate on today. What do you need to pay attention to today? The answer will be right here. Okay? And I'll shuffle. And one card, please. Temptation. Okay, and these cards I believe are always upright. So, temptation, and maybe that's supposed to flip too, but it didn't come out as easy. Triumph. We'll keep that too. Right. So, you have temptation, which in here would probably be the devil. Yep, the devil. Yep. This is the devil card. This is the temptation card. This is something that may tempt you. You have to look into this temptation more deeply to understand what it is that you really want and why it's affecting your life right now. Okay? So you're not stuck. Through this card, addictions and self-limiting behaviors are being addressed. This is a time when you or someone else in your life may be placing too much emphasis on the material, physical world and its pleasures. Even though we're all born connected to divine source, we have a tendency to pull away from what was once natural When we become disconnected from the spirit, the source that once nourished us, it's often replaced with a different supply or substitute. In other words, the connection is then forged with food, alcohol, nicotine, codependency to someone, or even work, hence the term workaholic. Many of us spend our lives trying to fill the void that was created when the link to the divine was broken. The temptation card is calling you to take a hard look at life and ask yourself, where in my life am I suffering from addictive behavior? Is there negative thinking or behavior that's causing the life force to seep out of my soul? Are the people and relationships in my life giving me energy, or are they draining it? Are they keeping you stuck? Okay? Do you feel stuck in this temptation? Do you feel stuck in your situation? You need to take a long, harder look at it. Okay? Learn to embrace your fears and all your doubts so that every situation in your life becomes a learning experience. Gaining the knowledge that the physical world teaches will help you transcend to a higher spiritual awareness. And here we have triumph. So it can be overcome. This temptation can be overcome. You have to learn to look beyond why. You have to look into the reason why you're tempted to do certain things and then overcome it. On the Triumph card, Chariot. Okay? The power of your soul is pushing and nudging you steadily forward. Whether you're setting new goals, developing ideas, or planning a journey, it's essential that it's carefully thought out. When you tap into your inner guidance and balance it with self-control, hard work, and perseverance, it's likely to manifest a triumphant outcome. It's time for you to be single-minded and focused on the end goal. What is your end goal for your life? Do you think that this will help you get there? This will not help you get there. Temptations are a way of, I can't say testing, but we do have free will. So it is a way of helping you learn to control and use your free will and your manifestation to get to where you want to go. If the temptations you have aren't leading you to triumph, then it's time to just stop falling into that temptation and to use your willpower to avoid it. Okay? Visualize the successful results as if they were happening right now. That's manifestation in a nutshell. It's happening. You have to say to yourself, it's really happening, and it's going to happen, and it's going to happen now. I see it in my head. It's there. I'm already there. Okay? When you've achieved what you set out to do, your ability to meet other life challenges will be significantly increased. When you try to move forward without balance, direction, or guidance, and without paying attention and looking at things and seeing beyond what the situation you're actually in, it's easy to slip off your intended path and be drawn away from your desired goal. Now is not the time to let go or allow the river of life to pull you into the current, as you can easily lose control. This is why you have to stay stuck in the mud. This is why you have to not move. This is why you have to sit there and think about where you want to go first before you start to move. Okay? You could easily lose control. Grab your oars, grab them tightly, steer carefully towards your highest aim of destination. The Triumph card reminds you that you don't have to be alone with all of life's ups and downs and the challenges that face you. This is a time to tap into the powerful knowledge of others, as well as to use the inner resources that are within you. And you can march steadily forward. Okay? Now we move on to Akashic Records. What do the Akashic Records have to say about your day today and how it's going to help you? How will your Akashic Record help you to move towards that triumph, to move away from the temptations that are there before you? Because we are tempted every day. We have to use our willpower to move forward. What does Akashic have to say about that? The lookout. Again, we're looking out, we're trying to see how we could get out of the situation, okay, the best way possible. Alright. Akashic Records. And this would be Forces. 17. No, this might actually be, yeah, that's another major arcana, I think. Yep, major arcana. Look at that. Major arcana, major arcana, major arcana, and this is one of the court cards, so everything's major here. Okay. Upright. The man looks through binoculars from the crow's nest of a great masted ship. A battle is being waged on the deck below him. This card tells you to be on the lookout. There's a challenging situation, perhaps even a battle of sorts around you, temptations. Okay. You could experience a sudden fall or loss of your position, but if you are aware, you can make a backup plan that will help you ride through this difficult time a little more easily. This phase may be temporary, but it's important to keep your balance. Your strength will carry you through to a better time to come. And here, it's talking about balance again. Remember, it's talking about balance. Everything in moderation. Okay? Special note. Whether you receive this card upright or reversed, there is a card nearby that can help you better understand the difficulties at hand and the steps that you can take to leave or resolve them. Notice the card to which the man is looking at, and I had him here. He's not looking at any card right now, but he is looking at all of my books, so maybe knowledge. Look to knowledge to help you. Okay. What do the details in that card tell you about your role as a lookout in this situation? Akashic Force, close your eyes, take a deep breath. Become a lookout and scan the things happening in your life. Again, it's telling you to, maybe it's looking at this one because it's telling you scan things that are happening in your life. Notice anything you'd like to correct. Then take a moment to consider how to do so. Take your time, stay where you are, and look out and try to figure things out before you make a move. Okay, after a minute, let that go. Now turn your binoculars to look into your future. What do you see on the horizon? So, I see it's looking at all my books, or maybe this Wands card. So this could be you after all of this when you're in triumph, but you need to pay attention and you need to try to maintain some control. You need to stay where you are and think carefully about where you really want to be. Okay? Okay, so had to stop for a moment. Let's see. Okay, so here we have the Mythic Oracle. Mythic Oracle will tell us more about the day and how we can best use our wisdom to get to where we want to be. I don't know if I can flip these. They're very sticky. Odysseus, the journey. I'm probably not saying that name right. Odysseus, the journey. And it's interesting because you are on a journey, okay? Everybody's on a journey, but you are definitely here. You're on a horse, you're on the chariot, you're on a boat, you're looking for something, but you're stuck in the mud here. And you're worried that you're going to stay stuck. But the whole point is for you to be stuck is so that you can see where you're going to go before you go. Because if you try to go now, you're only going to end up in trouble. Okay? Alright. I don't know if we need to go over the myth, but basically, he dealt with it was his idea for the Trojan horse. And after the Trojan War, he made his way home. And he stopped at an island to outsmart the Cyclops and asked his father to never allow him to reach his home. Poseidon did all he could. But Odysseus eventually returned to Ithaca, so he eventually returned home where he was able to better be. Okay, he needed to be home. He was trying to get home and he eventually made it there. Okay, after all his trials. He just went home. He got home. If you're working towards achieving a considerable goal, this card assures you can do it. There will be many challenges along your way. Distractions, temptations, battles are all inevitable in every hero's quest, but only those willing to face the dangers and defeat the monsters experience the victory. Those who don't get distracted or give up when the journey gets too rough, those who face every challenge head on will assuredly reach their goals. Seeing the challenge. Decide today to be that person. Have heart and courage. Be heroic. Odysseus fought a 10-year battle at Troy and took another 10 years to fight his way back home. He eventually accomplished the seemingly impossible. It was not the accomplished task that made Odysseus great. It was the journey itself. This card signals a victory. Say triumph, victory. Okay? Stay true to your heart and vision now. You have the power to create and achieve great things. Embrace your journey with the challenges and joys of it, and stay true to your heart's desires. Magnificent things are possible now, and they are possible. You just have to think really hard about where you want to be. Do you want to stay stuck in this situation? Do you want to get out of the mud? Do you want to get out of it safely? Because there's no guarantee that you'll get out safely out of the mud if you leave it. You know, there might be something else that occurs that you cannot see over here. And you see him, he's looking out for your back. You have to listen to your friends and family when they tell you how to best do things. You have to really think about that little birdie chirping in your ear. Maybe they're more right than you want them to be. Maybe you need to accept some help, okay, with this situation. So here we have the last and final cards. This is basically little messages to tell you how also to get the best out of today that will lead you to better tomorrow. Okay, I don't know about to slide these, but try to slide. But yeah, just you're on a journey, and maybe your journey, you think you're all stuck and unhappy, but you're not. You're really not. Something good can happen, but you really have to be on the lookout and really look hard at where you want to be, because where you are now, you're stuck. You're stuck for a reason. It's to give you time to contemplate where you're going to go before you make any more moves, because right behind there is that temptation. And if you make the wrong move, it can overpower you. Okay? Destiny. Dolphins. Look at that. They're pretty. And apparently being zapped by above. I don't know. Acknowledge your mission. Align with your purpose. You have gifts to share with the world. So you have a gift inside of you that maybe you don't realize, and you need to acknowledge your mission. You need to align with your purpose. You're not doing that right now. You're all over the place, you know, but you can be this. You can be the Queen of Wands. You can embody her talents and her energy and have triumph over all of this. But you have to take a look around and ask for help from those who are around you, who can see what you cannot see, to help you get through. Okay? I hope this reading was a good one for you. I hope it helped you in some way. If you want more readings like this, Kissy's Tarot Readings on Facebook, or you can contact me at kissycasplash@gmail.com, or you can look at my website, kissplash.com, for some information or links there in order to contact me. So have a great day. I hope this was a good reading for you, and that it helped you in some way. Take care. Kisses. Love you. Bye-bye.